Drunks in the Pond fans rejoice. We have made it to the unofficial midpoint of the season. The Midsummer Classic is upon us. This really creeped up on us like a surprise from the past. By the way, we all hope Sketch is doing well and taking care of himself. Great guy. 60. The Phils are the first team to 60 wins and silence in the league with BS claims of not beating anyone. Beating anyone good. Take that, snicker, dick. Come hang out in Philly again with your wife. In this historic game that we love and cherish so much, we have another first for a franchise. This one's a little weird. Sean Newcomb recorded the first win in A's franchise history without facing a batter.
Did not know that.
Mighty impressive. Just the 27th pitcher ever in MLB history to do so. Position players do it on the mound once again. Silence and bats. Who would have thought? This is the year of not pitchers. But yeah, we're back. Booms, bombs, and booms. The Home Run Derby is set. New rules aside, I'm looking forward to the show on Monday night. Yanks have lost 17 of the last 23. Trade them all away. Trade them all.
Not good.
Fire Aaron Boone. Put Steinbrenner in I guess I want to say scorpion lace box and see how he does for an hour. I don't care if he sleeps outside once a year just to see how the homeless people do it. Try living like real people, dickhead. It's disgusting. Trey Turner is officially entered the chat. And, all right. Let's just say he deserves to be an all-star. Games aside, with what he does, I mean, his defense is kind of shit. But damn, when that kid's on, he's on. He played one hell of a shortstop at the plate. So let's enter our chat. Be sure to follow us on all socials. And once more, thank everyone for all the love we're getting. Stay drunk. And Jay, you know what time it is. Put on ya boogie shoes. Let's go.
What's up, buddy? Drunks on the Pond, episode, what are we on, 17
16.
now? Holy shit.
16. Don't jump. No. It's cool.
Anyway.
Calm down, McFly. We're not going to the future.
Yeah, but you brought it up, and I think it's pretty funny. The Yankees have lost 17 of 23 games. That is nuts. And when you look at now, I mean, obviously, it's only a small sample size. Juan Soto is 4 for his last 21. No home runs, no RBIs. I mean, it just seems like the very minute they took that picture of Alex Verdugo in Boston after he hit that moonshot to center, shit has just rolled downhill for that team. And Boston is just, dude, they're only 5.5 games behind the Yankees now. I don't know what the hell. I don't know what happened.
2 weeks ago, weren't there 11?
Dude, it was. Now here's the thing: it wasn't looking bad because they were sitting around 500 for a long time there.
They were in the wild card.
And then all of a sudden, man, they came alive, and it sucks because it's one of those things where the owner, John Henry, is like, he's not the type to go out and spend money for the Red Sox, which, I mean, has been clearly shown when they didn't bring back Turner. They didn't go for Jordan Montgomery. They made excuses for some of the other signings that they didn't make. And now you find yourself 5.5 games out of second place. You're still in a wild card spot. And it's like, okay, with the deadline coming up soon, do you spend? Or are you going to sit on your hands and just wait it out? I mean, you have Tristan Casas coming back in a couple weeks, but I mean, yeah. Dude, you're pretty much sitting in a playoff spot right now. Like, why not buy in? I
It's comical because in the past couple weeks, like anybody who they plugged in has been doing their job above and beyond. Like Dom Smith has been playing for Casas. Dom Smith has been doing pretty solid.
Dom
But also,
Smith has never been like a bad first baseman though, or a bad hitter.
no, but you haven't cared or saw him since 2020.
Dude, I haven't cared about Dom Smith since he was a New York Met. And then he went to the Nationals, and I was like, oh, that's where Dom Smith went. And then once again,
I didn't
going out
care
of
about him
memory.
when he was a Met. Just saying.
Dom Smith was the kind of guy that, like, you hated to face him, but you wouldn't mind if he was on your team. I wouldn't have minded Dom Smith if Harper was still playing the outfield and before the whole Castellanos deal and Schwarber came over. I'd have been like, you know what, dude? I would take Dom Smith to play with Hoskins. Like, I would take that. And then, shit came around and now we're in first place. We just swept the Dodgers. We put up 19 runs that series. The Dodgers put up 5. 5 runs. And my God. I mean, here's the thing. I know the Dodgers have pretty much a whole starting rotation on the IL right now.
They have an all-star team on the island.
But we still bent Bobby Miller over the knee and just smacked his ass around in that first game. Like that.
Oh, he's wrong.
Bobby Miller was so bad in that game that the Dodgers were like, we don't know what the hell just happened to you, bro, but you need to go to AAA and figure this shit out because what in the fuck just happened? It's crazy.
Kind of embarrassing. And then, you really want to talk about embarrassing? I think the most embarrassing thing in the entire series was watching a guy who is quintessentially the face of the sport do a very hilariously suggestive pose and motion whilst on second base.
Someone needs to come out and say what the hell that was, because there's no way that meant what we saw. I mean,
no, there's no way that he got on second base and was like, guys, I'm not jerking my dick.
He's like, guys, I swear to God, I'm not stroking it. I'm just wiping my glove off. It's like, nah, dude. Yeah, it's like,
I was trying to peel a banana.
Yeah, it's like all the dudes who saw that went, did he just do that?
Yeah, and I tried to one hand open a banana. Nah.
That was crazy because when I saw it, I was like, there's no way he did that. And then I kept seeing it. I was like, I definitely think he did that.
All right, so silly question, being that we're on this. Do you think that someone bet him that he wouldn't do that on second base? And he goes, I'll take that bet.
I mean, Shohei's already been close to being in trouble once for gambling, so I tell you what,
This isn't gambling, this is betting.
I did see a sign down at the Phillies game that made this kid is an icon. It said, Mookie bets, but Shohei gambles. And I was like, yes. I was like, that is it right there. That is the kid. That is such a great sign. Like, Mookie bets, but Shohei gambles. Come on, man. The round of applause for that kid. I say full-on round of applause because that was goddamn spectacular. Great sign. We cheers.
That's a classy sign. I get that.
And on the topic of just shout-outs and whatnot, I do want to give a couple shout-outs. One to our social media guy, Tyler, who has been at work. He has been all over the Instagram. He's been all over the TikTok, which is now live. Like I said, you can find it here. Drunks on the Pond podcast, where clips are going up daily. You can find all the stuff from old episodes. We'll be uploading new stuff soon. Tyler doing a hell of a job. We always appreciate it. And obviously, got to give a shout out to the best producer in the game, Mr. Z. Dude, we could not do it without you. You have been a saving grace for this pod. And,
Fantastic.
You go back to our first 6 episodes, and it literally sounds like we're talking at a McDonald's drive-thru. Like, it's like, no. He has cleaned up the audio. The videos look great. the video edits on the YouTube have been insanely spectacular. The YouTube's doing views, subscribers are coming in. Z, a shout out to you. You are killing it, my man. As always, we appreciate you. Thank you so much, man. Love as always.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
But yeah, man. What do you hear? What do you say?
So, I mean, it's been a week so far. Not a lot to discuss that hasn't been discussed by all the large groups of social media or media in general. But one thing that I do want to talk about, you know how every so often we learn of a new rule or a rule that we knew about but have never seen enforced in the sport? It happens like once or twice a year.
Yeah.
Where it's like, wait, what do you mean? That's a rule. I mean, yeah, it makes sense that's a rule, but I've never seen anyone call it. So earlier this week, during the A's and Angels game, there was a very unique rule. I mean, it makes sense that's a rule, but it's also very unique in the aspect of I don't think I've ever seen it occur. I mean, I've seen literally Jeff Kent pick up a child who was right next to home plate, who was the bat boy, but that's not a player. He can really use this loosely, but also very fairly and non-weird. He can touch him. You cannot touch another player who is considered live. So, the other day during the A's and Angels game, player hit a ball out to left, a double off the wall. The A's backup catcher, McCann, was on second. Ball hit off the wall. He's rounding third, coming home. The batter who's up next in the on-deck circle, as typical baseball fashion, is telling him down, 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 and then he sees that the throw's not going to make it, so he's saying up, up, up. Don't slide, don't slide, don't slide. Well, McCann gets all crossed up, and he stumbles over his feet and looks like he's getting ready to take a full-on barrel roll and moonsault, and what happens is he just kind of fumbles and steps over home plate as he's crossing. Well, the player in the on-deck circle stops him and literally touches him and tells him to go back and touch home plate. The ump saw this and called him out. Understood, clean, clear. You never see things like that, though. It's a very odd and unique moment in baseball where you see two people touch each other. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. But you just never see things like that actually occur. Or at least get called. So it's one of those moments where it's like, don't touch my drumstick! And he's like, no, don't touch the catcher! So it's really just weird to actually see things like that, but that's what I love about baseball. There's always going to be something unique. Almost every single game of the year. And you see fun things like that.
It does remind me of one thing, and I don't think it was called, but I know a catcher was really pissed off about it. It was the Padres and the Brewers, and I'm trying to remember the scenario correctly because I don't want to trip over it. Fernando Tatis hit a single or something. Guy was on second, so he was coming home.
Okay.
The bat landed right on home plate, which little dangerous situation.
Sure.
What made it worse was that Jake Cronenworth, who was in the on deck circle, ran to home plate to grab the bat out of the runner's way who was coming home. Mind you, I feel like he ran in front of the catcher, grabbed the bat, and then came back around. The catcher's like, dude, what the hell is that? Like, the dude just ran onto the field of play when this guy is coming right at me. And if I remember correctly, I don't think they called anything. So it was one of those situations that is definitely interference, where it's one of those things where it's like, hold on here. the guy just ran. I understand why he did it. Like, obviously, you don't want to see your own guy trip on the bat and shatter his ankle. No. But you're also not allowed to just run onto the field, grab the bat, and then run back while you're sitting in the field of play. Like, no, that should be an automatic out for not only the guy who hit it, but I like I
I
said,
disagree with that. That makes sense. Yeah.
I don't remember 100% if the umpire called him out for interference, but part of me feels like he didn't, because if he did, then it just would have been one of those things where it's like, oh, this is what happened. Instead, this was like a, hold on, how the hell did they get away with that situation? Like, it was very weird. You can definitely find a clip of it on YouTube
Oh,
if you
yeah,
looked hard enough
absolutely.
for it.
But that's what I think is great about the sport. Like 90% of it's
Shit,
human error.
shit keeps happening that we don't have rules for, and then we have to make a rule for it just in case
We've never
on the
made
off
anything up.
chance. Just in case on the off chance it happens again, at least we can be like, oh, no, hold on, wait, we saw this before. How did we rule it then? Yeah.
Most of the time, the ump will say, "I don't know, I don't know, call New York."
Uh, what did I say? There was an umpire. He called the Cubs game a couple days ago, and Christopher Morel took a ball right below his knees. Like, it was a clear cut ball, and the umpire called him out on strikes, and Morel kind of looked at him, and the ump was like, you know what, dude? That's my bad. That's definitely a ball. Like, I'm sorry. I botched that call completely. And it was like,
Acknowledgement.
God damn. It's like, thank you, God, that we still have an umpire who's like, you know what? That was my mistake.
I done fucked up AA wrong.
Yeah, you done fucked up.
Like it's awesome to see when umps actually take acknowledgement and like ownership of their mistakes. You don't
Yeah.
see that very often. I mean, obviously the biggest one of all time is Jim Joyce fucking up Galarraga's perfect game no hitter,
Brutal.
perfect, right?
Perfect. Yeah, it was a perfect.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was perfect. But yeah, like he apologized the next day and he had tears in his eyes. He goes, "I took something away from that young man's career that more than likely will never happen again. And I feel like the biggest piece of crap on the planet Earth." Dude, for 24 hours you were. If that apology didn't happen, you would have been for all time. So,
Yeah.
Tim Joyce, you deserve a round of applause for acknowledgement of not
Yeah.
being a true piece of shit.
Thank you, Jim Joyce. Probably the
So,
first and only
yeah.
time you'll hear that in 2024.
Yeah, with your weird fucking handlebar mustache. 20 years. So, I had a fun Monday. After Phillies got done with their travels on Sunday, they all flew back to Philly. And on Monday night, my girlfriend, my son, and I, we went to go to an autograph signing for John Kruk, Jose Alvarado, and Cody Clemens. Awesome time. Extremely busy. Line was longer than Jim Joyce's apology. Let's put it that way. Uh, worth the wait. Jose Alvarado is a freaking unit. The dude is as wide as he is tall.
He's a big boy.
Dude, 6'2", 245, 250. Ain't nothing to
Big.
look at and be like, damn, I could take him. Good luck.
Dude's a Mack truck. Let's just.
He really is. So we get through this line, 2 hours of this line. We get through this line. We get up to Alvarado. He was first. Let me just preface this by saying we skipped Cody because it's cool. So, no offense, Cody. You're awesome. You've met my son. You've met my girlfriend. You came to the school. You're a good kid. I like you. Good dad, whatever. So, we met Alvarado. We get up there. He doesn't speak any English.
We don't do that one.
Yeah. So we get up there. I'm like, "Hola, Jose. ¿Cómo está?" He goes, "Bueno." That's really all I got. Looks at my son and he goes, I'm holding my son in my arms like a football. I mean, he's 11 months old, so he's also just a big kid, sort of. And he goes, on my son's tummy, which was awesome. Puts his arm around me, puts his arm around my girlfriend. My son's in between us. Adorable picture.
Love it.
And I said, adios, amigo. He goes, adios. So we skip over to the next table, moving through the line. We meet the man, the myth, the legend, the only person I know who's ate too many salt and vinegar chips and got an ulcer in their mouth, John Kruk. John Kruk is by far exactly who you think he is via his broadcast in person. Love the guy. One of the greatest personalities this game has to offer. So we put my son in quite possibly one of the best onesies you could ever take anybody to wear to go meet John Kruk.
Is it one of the ones I got him?
I don't recall.
Okay.
No, because the ones you got him were months ago. Those were newborn. He's
Yeah, I
now,
guess he's
put it this
yeah,
way, he's so big
he's
he's wearing Jinko jeans and UFOs.
kid's
Yeah.
got style.
2 pairs of soaps. The kid's awesome. Just saying. For you younger kids, don't worry about it. Just Google it. So his onesie says, Pat Burrell is my biological father.
Oh, we love it. We love it.
In a lot of ways, I wish. But also, no, I'm happy he's not. Because he would never be around and I'd be playing stepdaddy. And that's not fun. In a lot of cases it is. Let me take that one back. In this case, I'm happy to be his father, not his stepfather. But I digress. John sees me, he sees my girlfriend Kate, and he goes, "Hey guys, what does his onesie say?" And I said, "Pat Burrell is my biological father." He goes, "You know, if I tell him right now this kid's wearing that, he might believe it because he's so dumb." And I said, "Whoa, John." He goes, "Nah, he's been real good lately. He's 2 years sober." I was like, "Yeah, but he works for the Giants." And I guess, nah, he's still Pat.
Can't hold it against him. You can't.
No. But that was one of my favorite interactions I've ever had with anybody that I consider a celebrity or anything. But unfortunately, as we were walking away and ending our autograph and meet and greet and photo opportunities, we see Cody Clemens sitting at the next table, and he's like this.
No, you gotta go. You gotta go see him at that point. You can't
The
do
worst.
Cody like that.
No. We weren't trying to avoid him. It's just you had to take us for each individual person.
You didn't have a ticket for him.
So no, because he was a late addition.
Damn. That
And
sucks.
then, unfortunately, the very next morning, he was sent down to AAA. And I said, well, geez, what a rough 24 hours.
That sucks, man.
No one wants to say hi to you. Although, what I thought was super cool and made Cody just even more of an awesome Philadelphia lore legend in my book is while he was in line, or while we were in line in the Serpentine line, waiting
Yeah.
to get up, I saw this young teenager, maybe about 13, 14, who just got done his photo op and meet and greet with Kruk and got his autograph from Cody. He was waiting for, I guess, another group near him to finish with Alvarado and Kruk and then just end. And he's sitting there doing with Cody and they're going back and forth like 5 or 6 times. And it was awesome. That made me really just have a whole bunch of respect for Cody, really putting a lot of humor into the I'm kind of bored, but I'm getting paid situation.
I'll tell you what, dude. I would not mind playing a little Rochambeau with Cody Clemens.
Absolutely.
That would definitely be a highlight for me, and I would tell the story on this pod all the time. But shout out to Jose Alvarado, John Kruk, Cody Clemens, three legends. Cody, we love you. Jose, never change. Kruk, dude, don't ever change. Stay
You
the
mother
exact way
trucker.
you are.
You
You,
mother trucker.
you big mother crucker. We love you.
But wait, let's take a second.
Uh,
Just think about who Cody Clemens has had the privilege, opportunity, or just has done Rochambeau with over his entire life, with being who his dad is and all the locker rooms his dad's been. Damn,
dude's probably
damn.
Rochambeau some Hall of Famers. But hold on. On the talk of the Clemens, I do want to give a shout out to Roger though. I know Roger catches a lot of shit. I mean, we can say whatever we will. The guy is a Hall of Fame pitcher. He should be
Yes.
in the Hall. 110%. I have nothing against Roger Clemens. The guy over the years has become one of the more genuine people that I like to follow on Twitter because he genuinely just likes telling stories. He is so supportive of Cody. Like when Cody did anything for the Phillies that the Phillies tweeted out, Roger was always one of the first to retweet it going, "That's my boy. There you go,
Oh,
Code." Awesome.
without a doubt, he
Loved it.
loves his son. Without a doubt, he loves his son. He's so proud of him. It's
He
amazing.
put out he put out a tweet today that really tugged at the heartstrings. It was him sitting over the number 49 in the Boston Red Sox logo font. And he said, "Tim, we miss you dearly." And I was like, "Damn, dude, I still can't believe Tim Wakefield's gone."
I know.
It's really, and not only that, but like Tim's gone, his wife passed away, they left behind a daughter. Like, man, dude, I couldn't imagine, man. That is beyond rough, and I really
It,
hope that their daughter is doing okay for herself. I hope, like, I genuinely hope everything is
it's
okay.
it's so rough. I mean, you and I are very similar, and once you're family, you're family,
Yeah,
and like the people we love, we love.
yeah.
I mean, if we ran a baseball organization and say Wayfield's daughter, depending on her age, whatever, I don't know how old she is. I think she's an adult.
Yeah, if she's got to be maybe 17 or 18. She's definitely, if she's not an adult, she's definitely on the verge of adulthood.
Sure, like you got to admit, or you got to imagine that the Red Sox are taking care of her. Not only
Yeah.
because her dad made X amount of money for his career and everything like that. You got to imagine that that Red Sox family, that Red Sox organization is not letting her spend a dime on college, not letting her spend a dime on life. She is 100% being taken care of and treated as family as well.
So I know from the Section 10 podcast, shout out to the boys over at Section 10, big Red Sox
What's up,
fans.
boys?
Uh, they were saying that like the Wakefields and the Veritex, their families are as tight knit as you could
You
possibly
have to be.
get. So
That's one of the most
Veritex
insane duos of
family
all time.
is. So I mean, I have no doubt in my mind that the Veritex are looking after her, making sure she's all right. So you know what?
Rightfully so. That's amazing.
But no, we do miss Tim Wakefield. Dude was a dirty, disgusting pitcher when he was in his prime with the Sox. He was unhittable. You couldn't touch
Yeah.
Tim Wakefield's shit.
So I'm so happy you brought up Tim Wakefield because I saw something the other day, and I think it's one of the coolest things I've ever seen in my life, especially when it comes to baseball. Do you know anybody who throws a knuckleball professionally? Their number gets passed around to all retired knuckleballers and everything like that, and they all basically toss trade secrets and just talk back and forth. Even if you're in the league against another knuckleball, R.A. Dickey and Tim Wakefield, they were in the league at the same time. They would text or call and try and figure out how to be better at knuckleball.
Yeah.
It's it's impressive that in this game there's a camaraderie that just shouldn't be against opposing players, but they are legit trying to perfect an art form that no one does anymore.
It's very rare to find knuckleballers now. I mean, how many do we have in baseball right now? What do we have? We have the dude from the Padres. We got infielder turned pitcher David Fletcher.
But he's still in the minors. Yeah, we got Matt Waldron and Dave Fletcher.
That's it. We have 2 knuckleballers right now, and the one was an infielder.
Yeah.
And he's in the minors, so technically we have 1. What does
But
that
also-
tell you about the lost art of knuckleballs?
You know what it tells me? You're not pitching in the home run derby.
Dude, could you
You're
imagine?
not invited. You're not invited. You're not invited. Don't you dare.
I would pay big money to watch guys swing at knuckleballs for the derby. That would be awesome.
How fucking dope would it be if someone out there was like, I'm doing the home run derby this year. I don't care who it is in the league. And they were like, yeah, by the way, R.A. Dickey's throwing to me.
Love it.
Everyone would be like, what?
Tell you what, you know what there should be, just for shits and giggles? Give me like a former MLB pitcher to come back and just throw for the derby. Like, just be like, yo,
Yeah, dude.
guess who's throwing the derby this year? He's not retired just yet, but what if Zach Greinke popped up and was like, I'm pitching for a derby? I'd be like, holy fuck, dude. I'm like, I'll take Greinke.
Greinke's going to be the dickhead troll that he always has been and throw Ethos the entire time.
He's tossing that Ephus with like 2 seconds left and you're down by 1 home run. You're like, motherfucker.
But also being that this is now even more like strictly timed, it would be more pissed off than ever. Because it's like, dude, I don't have time. Throw it. And he goes,
Yeah, he just lobs it and you're like, God damn it.
I don't have time.
Tell you what, we ripped on him episodes ago, and it actually became one of our most famous clips on Instagram. You know who would absolutely piss me off to see come back to pitch for the derby? Fucking Nestor Cortez.
No.
If I'm standing in the box watching that dumbass wind up and the clock's just ticking, I'm throwing my bat at him.
I'm charging the bounds.
To get out of here.
I'm charging the bounds. I'm knocking the screen over on top of him, and I'm pummeling him. Like, that screen is burying him, and he's going to be 2 feet in the ground. Because I don't have time for that shit. Come on, this is a derby. This means something to some people.
I would just love it, man. Like, just make the derby fun. Like, could you imagine last round you're like, all right, I need 4 home runs and I win this thing. Like, I can do this. Here's your guest pitcher, Aroldis Chapman. You're like, God damn it. He comes in and fires a 101 rocket past you, and you're like, oh. It's like, why? Oh, why? It's like, why do we have to do this?
All you see is Pete Alonso going,
oh, God, I hate that. So, I actually do have a PD prediction for the derby.
all right, let's hear it.
My PD prediction, and this is going to piss off a lot of people, and I know it might piss you off as well. Pete Alonso hits 14 in the first round.
Fuck you. That's exactly what I guessed. That's exactly what I guessed.
Wait a minute. Wait. There's a second part to this guess. Pete Alonso hits 14 in the first round, knocks out Alec Boehm, who finishes with 9.
That's exactly what I wrote.
No.
For the first round.
You're bullshitting me.
No.
Pete Alonso gets 14, Boehm hits 9.
Yes. I will send you a picture of what I wrote.
Are you? Yeah, hold on. Are you actually serious right now? Did we get the same goddamn...
1,000,000%. Put it this way. On our friendship.
That's big.
It's the biggest.
All right, so hold on here.
On,
Now this is interesting.
on Mama V and Mama S. I promise you, that's exactly what I wrote.
All right, hold on. All right, now I want to skip to the finals because if we have the same finals, I'm going full Step Brothers. John C. Rob.
What? What? Did we just become best friends? Yep.
I mean, obviously we have been already, but all right, what do you have for the finals? Because now I'm interested.
All right, so my finals is going to be a little weird
Okay.
because I have first two rounds for everyone,
Okay.
whether or not they made it or not. So I guessed whether or not they made the second. So this would be their totals if they made the second. For the finals, I didn't write anything down for this because I think the final is going to be MGH Machine Gunner Henderson
Oh my god, dude! Don't give me the second guy. I swear to God, there's no way.
against Teoscar Hernandez.
Oh no.
You had
Nope,
Adolis Garcia, didn't you?
Nope, I had Marcelo Zuna, Big Bear.
No. Oh, you
Yes.
mean Mr. beat you with a bat, but he can't beat a breathalyzer? I don't care. I don't care.
Listen. I don't care either. But the guy is hitting home runs. That's the whole point of the home run derby.
He has a home run swing. He has a home run swing.
And Texas does not have far left and right field walls.
No, I have Ozuna hitting 13 in the first round. Which, I mean, with this new format, I don't know how it's going to go. This is a whole toss-up and guesstimate. So let me just go through my lineup of who I have. I got Bohm hitting 9 in the first round. Teoscar hitting 11. Ozuna hitting 13. Alonso hitting 14. Adolis hitting 17. He's home.
In Texas, yeah.
Bobby Witt Jr. hitting 8.
Yeah.
K-Ram hitting 7. And Machine Gunner Henderson putting on a clinic hitting 21.
Oh, yeah. All right. Absolutely.
I don't know why those are the numbers I chose. Bohm is not a home run threat. Bohm is a line drive, power to the gas.
Double off the wall.
Double off the wall. He is warning track power.
If this was a double off the wall, if this was a double off the wall derby, Bohm's winning by 30 plus.
Dude,
no doubt.
If this derby was, you had to hit the wall. If you went over the wall, it's an out. If you didn't hit the wall, it's an out.
Give me Bohm.
Wins, kills it every single goddamn time. So
yeah, Alec Bohm every day.
There's some odds in this that are just a little baffling. PD Polar Bear, he's sitting with a plus 300, the best odds to win. How do you feel about that?
I mean, it's completely fair. Like the guy, for some reason, barely shows up in the regular season, but come Derby, he's fucking prime Barry Bonds. Like I don't understand how it works with him, but I do not disagree with that at all. Like I can see it happening.
There's reports and rumors that he said he was only going to do the Derby if he made the All-Star game. I understand the lore that is Pete Alonso in the Derby and the history that he has with it. Sure. 1,000,000% the guy puts on a show.
Yeah.
Not denying that whatsoever. Nothing respectful. But apparently he, in the words of Ken Rosenthal to AJ Brzezinski, he didn't screw over. He just took something out of the hands of two other Mets that were more deserving. Because in the end, Brandon Nimmo and Francisco Lindor are much more deserving of making the All-Star game than Pete Alonso.
Absolutely.
I mean, it is what it is. But he's still sitting at the best odds to win it. Alec Boehm, on the other hand, our home team boy, is sitting with the worst odds at plus 2,000. So I'm sitting there earlier today looking at this as I'm writing down a bunch of notes, and I'm like, 2,000. Fuck, dude, that's rough. When the best is plus 300, a little rough. But then I started going down a rabbit hole of the year 2000. Sammy Sosa won that derby.
Yeah.
He led the majors in home runs that year with 50. Awesome. And then I started looking at a bunch of other things in 2000 because, I mean, ADD.
Yeah, I was going to say, it sounds like you're working with a bad case of ADD right now.
You lose track of time and thought process. Just saying. I'm not diagnosed with ADD, but I'm just saying. Everyone has it in some way, shape, or form when it comes to the internet because of the rabbit holes that you can slip in. So, let me tell you some other fun things from 2000 that I know you remember.
Okay.
LimeWire was invented in 2000.
I remember LimeWire. I destroyed like 3 computers with it.
Oh my god, that gave our computers so much AIDS.
Shout out Stronger by Kanye West. I tried multiple times to download it, and multiple times I got a virus, so. Shout out.
You're much younger than me because I was downloading Nokia and Freak on a Leash. Just saying.
I had those CDs in my Walkman, so I was still solid on that one.
Okay, cool, kid. I was doing data CDs, so I had 90 songs on one CD. Just saying.
Oh, dude, they were so good. So clutch.
They were the shit. They were the shit. Fuck your CDRWs. No. I was doing data discs that just had 80, 90 songs on it. Oh, you'd sit there in a car like, wait, how are you at song 48? I know.
It's like, trust me, dude, it only gets better from here. Wait till you get to song 56. You're going to hear a banger.
Yeah. So, camera phones were invented in the year 2000.
Ooh.
Yeah,
nice.
that's it's pretty impressive. I mean, changed the way of the world.
Not like getting some pixelated titties on your phone. That's nice.
Oh, nice.
It's like I think that's a. It's like I think that's a nipple. I'm almost positive.
It took me 2 hours to get this, but thanks, Lara Croft.
Nice.
The announcement of the GameCube.
Oh, top 5 system all time.
Mario Party. Sup, kid?
Yep.
How you doing? Zelda.
Talk to me.
How you doing? Also, one of the best internet viral videos of all time occurred that year, except it wasn't released for another 6 years. Well, I'm sorry. It's not that it went viral for another 6 years. Techno Viper.
Oh, I remember the Techno Viking.
Yeah, you do.
Techno Viking was the shit.
Techno Viking was awesome. He was literally Germany's Dark Knight, except extremely pale. He was protecting the streets during a parade called Fuck Parade. And it was all about techno and just kind of being awesome. And
dude, he's at 30 million views, and it came up 13 years ago.
Sick. The thing that I said was, it came out in 2006 on Break.com. How you doing? Let's call back to Break.com.
What was the other site? Not Break.com.
Newgrounds?
I do remember Newgrounds, not the one I'm thinking of. What the hell was it? Nah, Chive. Nah,
yeah, that was an app. Yeah, that was a little bit later.
Fuck, what the hell was it? Oh, Funny Junk. FunnyJunk.com.
Yeah.
I remember. Yeah,
that was a good one. Probably not. But yeah, I
Fu-
mean, this is what happens when Jay and I are together and we're just drinking. We'll be in the middle of a conversation about something that's completely baseball related, and then all of a sudden, like, hey, you're a techno Viking.
Yeah, Funny Junk is still around.
Get the hell out of here.
I swear to God, I'm on it right now, and it is updating like a son of a bitch. Shout
Good
out
for
Funny
them,
Junk.
man. Good job, kids.
That is
Good
great.
job. Well, I should say, good job, 40-year-olds.
All right, so back to Derby talk. So obviously our predictions are almost spot on. You had who'd you say your winner was? You had MGH, right?
I want to say MGH winning. Like, I really do think he wins. He deserves it. I mean, it's going to top off his MVP season in the AL. I mean, the kid's, he's built for this.
Shout out Gunner, currently doing work on my fantasy team for me. Appreciate you always,
Don't
bud.
get me wrong. We've seen some shit performances for people that aren't favorites,
Oh,
but
I have a fact on shit performances, my man. You let me know when I can drop a heater for you.
do it.
Oh boy! All right, first let me give you my finals prediction. I too have Gunnar Henderson winning it, obviously beating out Ozuna. I think that they're going to go 13-9. Let me tell you about the ultimate terrible performance in Derby history. Rich, let me ask you something. Do you remember a catcher by the name of Mike Piazza?
Oh, yes. I've driven by his family's car dealerships countless times a month.
Mike Piazza in 1993 and 1994 played for the Dodgers. He
Sure.
too was in the home run derby. If you had to guess how many home runs between both those years he hit, what would your number be?
3.
How surprised would you be to hear that he hit 0 home runs in both derbies? He
I'd
didn't
actually
do
be
it.
very surprised.
Like, here's the thing, bro. It's one thing to hit 0 in 93, but to come back in 94 and do the exact same goddamn thing.
Ooh, that's rough.
My favorite part is that he never went into another derby. He was like,
As you
dude,
should.
I am done. He's like,
Correct me if I'm
I
wrong.
suck.
Correct me if I'm wrong. He is the all-time leader in home runs as a catcher, correct?
I'll be honest with you, I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure he is.
Oh, wow. You are absolutely right. Congratulations.
Yep. Some people just
Very impressive. He hit 399.
Some people, hopefully a sponsor of ours one day, some people just need a flu shoe so they can perform under pressure.
You are not
And,
showing up. Carlton Fisk is in second with 366.
and then Johnny Bench is right underneath that, correct?
Johnny Bench, Yogi, Lance Parrish, and then Ivan, which is crazy. Salvy's up there a little bit.
Salvy's creeping, dude. Salvy's creeping. He's got
Brian
a couple years left
McCann.
in him.
Yeah, I definitely think Salvy can. Salvy right now, as on this list, which is StatMuse, Salvy's at 262. So I mean, I don't know if he goes a couple
doesn't-
more years.
He's shifting to DH soon. I mean, this is his best defensive season he's had in years.
Yeah,
So he's shifting.
Salvy could easily hit 300. I mean, Christ, he hit what 48 2 seasons ago.
Yeah.
That was
52 one year,
insane.
didn't he?
Yeah, he might have, but still, that's nuts.
Yeah. All right. So,
So
being that
go
we're
ahead.
talking about home run derbies in the past, we're not
Yep.
talking about what's upcoming. Take me to your favorite growing up, or what you think is the best performance you've seen.
So growing up, I'll start with this. Growing up, I think we were spoiled, and I think it hit me today with how spoiled we were. You remember how fun the derbies were during the steroid era?
Oh, dude, they were
Like
sick. They were
when
sick.
Bonds, Sosa, McGuire, all these guys were hitting like 500-foot. I was watching the derby that was at Veterans Stadium. Dude,
Jim
watching
Terry
Barry
won, wasn't
Bonds,
he?
I'm not sure. I only saw
That was
clips.
'96. Hang on. I got this one.
But watching Bonds crush balls to almost out of the
He did
stadium,
not. No.
moonshots.
Bonds won that one. Jim Thome was not in that Roman Derby.
Like the steroid era derby was derbies because there were multiple were the best. If you have a minute, go watch some of the derbies from the 1990s season because they were some of the most entertaining. You want to see guys hitting bombs like missiles, you go watch those derbies. But I also want to give a shout out to Chris Berman because I don't think he was appreciated enough for his calls during the derby because I think these these past couple years we have been dealing with just utter shit with derby commentators. Like these people are not exciting at all. Like
Sure.
it's almost like listening to a wet paper bag tell you about home runs. Give me Chris Berman back. The guy's only 69. We can get him back for like 5 more seasons.
Who did last year's? You know, it doesn't even matter. It was one of the more boring ones. I remember Kate and I sitting on the couch watching it, and I'm pretty sure we had it on mute, and we were just talking over it.
So the funny part is, I think it's the girl that's now announcing for the Athletics, Jenny Kavanaugh. I think she was doing it,
Nope,
and then she signed on. But that's what I think. I definitely might be wrong. But you asked the best performance, and I'm going to be honest with you. I have a 2-way tie. First being the Vlad Jr. versus Jock Peterson in 2019 when they were going head to head.
It was a blast off, dude.
Vlad hit 40, Jock hit 39. Dude, they were going back to back for 20 minutes. Like this was the greatest,
amazing. Yeah,
one of the best head to heads I've ever seen. And then number 2 being last year when Julio Rodriguez hit 41 home runs in a timed first round. He had 3 minutes plus an extra minute of bonus time. He hit 41 home runs. Brand new record. One of the best performances I ever seen, and it's a shame because we always see these guys who hit these massive amounts of home runs and bring the electricity, and then not end up winning because Vladdy Jr. beat him last year. And yeah, that's how the 2023 went. But what you got? What's your best performance you've seen?
I mean, personally, I think Abreu in what was it, 05. Abreu, he had 24 in the first round, and then he hit 6 in the semis, and he had 11 in the finals to beat out Ivan Rodriguez. Pretty sick. I mean, dude, he put on an awesome clinic at Comerica Park. And then to follow it up, the next year, those back-to-back Phillies who won, the next year was Howard just absolutely dumping balls into Allegheny River in Pittsburgh, which, I mean, there's always trash in that river, so might as well throw a few balls in there. Thanks, Howard. And personally, I think my best performance of all time is Josh Hamilton. And that was, no, I'm sorry, that was 2008?
8.
It was 8,
8.
yeah. Dude, he didn't even win, but he had 20 in the first round, and it was just, I think he did, I think he did 18 on 9 outs, which was just insane. And I mean, I'm not one to advocate it, but sometimes drugs are cool. And damn, let's just say it. Morneau won that one in the final round. He hit 5. and Hamilton hit 3 because he was just gassed out, man. He had nothing left in his veins. I mean, in his tank. But I really do want to bring this one up. Remember 2018? 2018 at Nationals Park. The year before we
Yes.
signed Bryce.
Yep. Schwarber and Bryce in the finals.
Three of the final 4 were Phillies for the past 2 years.
Yep.
We had Rhys Hoskins, who beat Aguilar in the first round, 17. He led the first round, but he was tied. And then he faced Schwarber in the second. Rhys hit 20. Schwarber hit 21. Harper in the first round hit 13. Muncy hit 17. Tied with Hoskins. Second round, Harper 13, Muncy 12. Final round, Schwarber 18, Harper 19. And then, not even 6 months later, they are teammates. Or no, I'm sorry, they're not teammates yet. But one of the best players in baseball signed with our team. And a couple years later, they were teammates and being absolute demons together.
I love it. And they both just came back from the IL this week, and the Phillies immediately hit their stride and swept the Dodgers.
I went, oh my God, it's so hot out. Look at our dugout. Everyone's hot. Oh.
So, talking about the Dodgers again, and I feel bad shitting on them a lot because obviously raining on their already terrible parade with the Piazza news. Did you know that a Dodger has never won the home run derby? They've come close, but they have never won the derby.
Who came close?
Jock Peterson lost to Todd Frazier when it was in Cincinnati.
Oh, I remember that. Hometown boy. Well, Homesteady. Yeah.
And then when Peterson was going up against Vladdy Jr., Peterson looked like he was going to win that fucking thing the way he was swinging it. And Vladdy Jr. was just like, Vladdy Jr. said, hold my nuts, I'm putting this one 400 feet to left field, and Jock lost again. But they've had Piazza in it. They've had Bellinger. They've had Yasiel Puig, Matt Kemp, Jock Peterson, and they just...
I mean, hang on.
They can't get over the hump.
Let's talk about that 2019 home run derby.
It's a great derby.
Second round. Vladdy Jr. versus Jock Peterson. Vladdy hit 40 and Jock hit 39 in the second round.
Yeah. That was the head-to-head.
Dude, you don't ever expect to see that amount
No.
for a round, let alone a whole derby.
That's why it's tied for my favorite performance. Dude, they were going head-to-head.
So much.
They were going head-to-head like 3 or 4 times. Like, whatever Vladdy hit, Peterson only hit that same amount. So it was like, okay, we're doing it again. Vladdy went up there, hit 10. Jock went up, hit 10. Dude, it went back to back. They had swing-offs. They were like, all right, 5 balls each. Whatever you hit. They had one swing-off, and they both did the same thing, and they were like, okay, another swing-off. And the crowd was just like, dude, this is awesome. Like, we've never seen this. Great performance, man. I love going back and watching that.
That's amazing.
So great.
Dude, I hope we see something like that this year. But at the same time, who the hell would we see something like that from?
I'll be honest with you. I'm keeping my expectations for this derby very low. Just on the off chance I can actually be surprised when something pops off. Like,
okay, fair. Absolutely fair.
I do want to be genuinely surprised. Like if Alec Boehm comes out and pops 20, I'll be like, oh my God, I didn't see this coming. Like this is great to watch. I would be more excited if Pete Alonso wasn't in it because now I have that feeling that it's like, ugh. It's like now we got to watch fucking...
This is his 4th in a row, right?
Maybe. I don't think he's won it in a couple years, though.
So he won it in
21-22, right? Or 20-21?
he won it in 19, or no, sorry, he won it in 20.
Then
Nope.
21.
Yeah, 19 because there was no 20. He won it in 19, won it in 21,
Okay. So those he went back to
and
back
he
on.
participated in 22 and participated in 23. Personally, I don't think
So,
you should get more than four in a row. I think it's kind of annoying. Less of other stars have the chance, but also thanks for screwing over some teammates, Pete. You're just absolutely the grimace of your team, you dick.
I mean, you can't even say he screwed over stars because none of the stars wanted to do it this year. Like, that's
No,
why
no,
we
no.
have.
I'm saying he screwed over stars on his team because
Oh,
he said
oh, oh,
I
yeah, yeah,
wasn't going
yeah.
to do it if I wasn't in the All Star game.
Yeah, no, that was fucked up. I
Like,
will,
Brandon
I will
Nimmo
fully.
and Lindor both deserve to be there much more than you, Pete. Sorry. You know what? I'm glad
Lindor, absolutely.
Nemo as well, man. Nemo's having a great year. But honestly, I'm glad polar bears are going extinct. Thanks, Pete.
We'll,
I'm not. I'm
uh,
not. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
we're definitely getting a call from Peter after this. I can already feel my phone vibrating.
So what? So what? Ugh,
God damn, what a
people,
great
people
time.
eating tasty animals. All right. Whatever. I'll be a member of PETA.
Yeah, Peter was dirt.
Ooh.
Alright,
So,
we're making solid time here. What do
yeah,
you
man.
what do you
What do I
say? You
got?
feeling
I
some
mean, I'm feeling some
we got
final thoughts,
finals.
buddy.
Alright, bottom of the ninth, Richie at the plate. What do you got?
I would love to see truly back to its form, as random as it sounds, steroid era home run derby today. I want the yesteryear boys out here in full. I'm talking about white Sammy Sosa. I'm talking about Big Mac. I'm talking about BB Barry Bonds. I'm talking about Jerry Burnett's. Let's get some Jeff Bagwell. Let's get some Sean Green.
Where's Jay Buhner at? Can we get Jay Buhner in on this?
I think he's busy running a restaurant or something.
He's busy.
Dude,
What's
I'm
up?
talking about, dude, let's get some Giambis, some A-Rods, some Troy Glosses. By the way, Troy Gloss, the only home run derby you participated in, Goose Egg, 2001, baby.
Wah,
You
wah.
stink. I'm kidding. Troy Gloss, you're kind of cool.
I need one person in this senior derby, and you didn't say his name, and I'm kind of surprised. You can't have a senior home run derby without Mr. Testosterone Pills himself, Frankie Big Hurt Thomas.
Oh,
You gotta call
listen,
the Big
man.
Hurt. You got no, don't do
Listen,
this to me.
I don't want to disagree, but I have more respect for him than a lot of people.
You
Like,
gotta get Frankie Thomas in there.
I mean, if that's the case, then we're bringing back Garrett Anderson,
Okay, I'm perfectly fine with this whole idea.
bringing some Sheffields.
Oh man, who else? Who else could we call for a senior derby?
Paul Marrow.
No, I'll
Mm.
take Rafi Palmeiro again. That dude.
I think he's busy trying to avoid perjury. I don't know.
Yo, we should just do a steroid derby. Just load these dudes up again, just one last time. Be like, all right, boys, see if you still got it. And a special guest, Ryan Braun.
Oh, with a Hebrew hammer. Oh, cool.
Greatest nickname ever.
Shabbat shalom. I didn't expect that. Oh, does he get to wear a little cap tonight too? Oh, it's so cute. Let him wear the little hat. Oh, I listen. This is just an ad to my final thought. Many people haven't watched the show Brockmire because it was on IFC.
Great show.
Brockmire is one of the funniest, best written shows of all time, but it also has the best baseball joke that I've ever heard in my entire life. Hank Azaria commentating the game. He watches an absolute mammoth home run, and he goes, "My goodness, that ball can't be buried in a Jewish cemetery because it's been tattooed." The absolute best baseball joke I've ever heard in my life. Not tasteful, but also incredibly hilarious because,
Oh,
let's face it,
Richie froze.
let's face it, man. The best jokes are shitty.
That is a great. You know what though? Shout out to the Reds. Shout out to the Reds guy who was given an apology and still called the Castellanos home run, because that forever lives on in infamy now. Whenever someone does something really stupid, that is the first apology to come up. I'm a man of faith, and there's a deep drive to left field, and a home run by Nick Castellanos extends the Reds' lead to 4-0. The best home run call of all time.
It's close to it, man. It's hard to disagree. It's a toss up, man. I think Brock Myers is better. I think Brock Myers is better because I'm fucked up, but it's cool.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, you get me.
All right. For my final thought, obviously going to start off with on this day in MLB history.
Ooh, yeah.
Throwing it back to 1914. Babe Ruth. You've heard of him. We love him. You know him. Breaks in with Boston, pitching a 4-3 win over Cleveland. And in his first major league at bat, Babe Ruth strikes out. So, 1914, July 11th, Babe Ruth begins his MLB career, turning in one of, if not the greatest career of all time. So shout out to the Babe, Sultan of SWAT, the Wazir of Wham, the Colossus of Clout, the Raja of Rap. You know the nicknames. We've done it a million times. And for my second on this day, going to 1987. So a nice little jump ahead. Billy Ripken, 22, joins his brother Cal in the Orioles starting lineup in Baltimore's 2-1 loss to the Twins. Baltimore Orioles manager Cal Ripken Sr. is the first to manage two sons in the majors. Obviously, Cal Ripken Sr., legendary Baltimore Oriole. Cal Ripken Jr., another legendary Oriole. Billy Ripken, a solid career, wasn't really known for playing, but more for his baseball card having his bat on the bottom, just saying fuckface. I mean, look at that thing. That is the most legendary of goddamn cards. That's actually worth a lot of money for a player that's not that great. Yeah, you try and get your hand on that card, because I've been trying for years. And I know a card guy. So, but those are my two on this day. Obviously, the big one being Babe Ruth's career beginning in 1914. And here we are, 110 years later.
Good match.
Dude, I was thinking about that episode when we talked about Fenway Park, and when I said the Cubs were celebrating 100 years at Fenway, knowing damn well it was 110 years old. Just piss poor math on my part, so I wanted to make sure I got this one right.
It's all good, baby. Hey,
but
you know what time it is?
Is it time?
It's time. Guys, we love you. Thank you so much.
I'm Jay. That's Rich. This has been Drunks on the Pond. We're still debating the episode. I think it's 17. Rich is calling 16. We'll figure out when Z drops the episode. I'm telling you, it's 17. I'm telling you, it's 17.
We love you. Thank you all.
Z, hit the music, baby. We're getting out of here.